Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Special shout out to Elon Gray. Yes, Mr. Gray, big up yourself this morning. Special shout out to you. Today, Poetry and Police, we'll dive into a cold case. As I call it, a cold case. And even though somebody was arrested for this case, I, as an ex-detective, still believe that this case remains unsolved. Joel Andem, the monster this case created, the Andem gang. Yes. I want to tell you about a woman named Silvia Edwards. Not a Don, not a scammer, not a politician. A decent lady, a gas station operator, a tower in the Huntsville police community and the Waltham Park area. Somebody the officers respected and the community could count on. And I want to tell you about how this angel disappeared. How we tried to get her back. How we ended up pulling her out of a shallow grave in the hills of Papine. And how that one murder helped to create the legend Joel Andem, one of Jamaica's most feared criminals. This is not just a crime story. This is a story of how monsters get made in Jamaica. By guns, by greed, by politics, and most of all by silence. Miss Edwards was abducted. Her life didn't end in the dark. It ended the spotlight of a booming Kingston. She was kidnapped along Reddy's Road somewhere. The kind of road everybody knows. Busy, full of life, wolf a witness. One moment she was just doing life like any other day. The next moment, she was gone. The criminals demanded a ransom for Miss Edwards. Half the country probably thought, alright, it's just a regular kidnapping for ransom. Pay and she comes home. But I've worked enough cases to know that not every ransom is meant to have a happy ending. So the ransom drop was arranged. Huntsville police, well active, fully active. Big up Rock Stevens, Rajic Brown, Ruben Gunter, Bobby Reds, Cowboy Hooks. The team was on top of it, tried to get back Miss Edwards. Plans were made, location selected. The kind of operation where every shadow moves matters. Sylvia's brother was the one chosen to drop off the ransom. Imagine that for a second, your sister is out there, maybe terrified, maybe already dead. And you're walking into a ransom drop with a bag of cash. On the movies we see these things, Hoping the men who took her still have conscience, you see me I say? So we were positioned, the Huntsville police were positioned to catch them in the act. Watching, waiting. What needed to see was simple. Would they bring Miss Edwards? Would they prove she was alive? Was this an exchange or just a collection, people? The men appeared. No Miss Edwards. No proof of life. No attempt to even pretend she was nearby. They came for money. Only money. The intention was not to return her. They was just trying to do a little hustling on the side. Because the hit was Miss Edwards, unalived, not alive. They were just trying to hustle on the side. And it was obvious. The team moved in after seeing that. There wasn't a negotiation, it was just a way of getting aside money. They never planned to bring her home anyway. The whole intention was to unalive her. The team moved in upon realizing that yes, once the man they moved in, everybody, some escaped, some of the men were caught, including a female. But one thing was clear to me, Silvia Edwards was never meant to return from that time. The following day, early morning, Cowboy Rise everybody went to the hills of Papine based off information received. But we finally opened and we finally started a search in the hills. In the bushes, trees, behind in the bushes and the trees, searching. Everybody tired until we finally found Disturbed Earth. Pick up yourself, Steel, Blackwood. And finally, we found Miss Edwards. Buried like a dog, her respect taken away in a shallow grave. One bullet to her head. Naked. Yeah. Shallow grave. Ugly. We brought her up. But right then and there I knew as an officer, knowing that woman's reputation in Huntsby and Waltham Park, Miss Edwards was a tower. Solid, decent, respectable, steady woman. The kind of civilian who tries to do things the right way in a country that rewards the opposite. Seeing her like that, thrown away in a shallow grave in the hills, was not just another crime scene for me. It felt like something had been ripped out of the community's spine. And until today, there are unanswered questions surrounding her death. Not about whether she was killed, that's obvious, but about who really wanted her gone and why. Joel Andem, yes. If you listen to how the street and the media tell it, the Joel Andem story is still full of noise. The Gideon Warrior gang, guns, roadblocks, kidnappings, men singing his praises on videotapes. Assault across Kentire, Papine, Augustown, land lease. He became a name people use like a boogeyman. Watch yourself, man, and them out there. The police link his gang to a chain of crimes, and the kidnapping and murder of Silvia Edwards became part of the narrative that built his legend and fear. Yeah, her death wasn't just a tragedy. It became part of his brand. But here's the thing. When you strip away the type, step back from the headlines, and stand where I am standing, at the ransom drop, in the bush over the grave, in the era of witness killings and terror, you reach a different question, my people. Was Andem the mastermind? Or was he just the trigger? Witnesses die, silence grows or grew around the Silvia Edwards case, and that area, witnesses started to disappear one by one. People connected to the case, people whose testimony mattered, people who were seen as talking too much, they ended up dead. Jamaica already had a toxic mantra, infirm of it dead. In this era, it wasn't just saying, it was policy for some men. The message to the public was clear. Talk or you die. Testify or you die. Cooperate and you die. And like any corporate culture, fear trickled down the whole chain. Civilians was quiet. Some officers pulled back. Politicians kept their mouths shut. And the monsters grew bigger in the silence. We punished the ones who got caught with gun. We buried the witnesses. But the people behind the gun, the ones with big motives and clear shirts, they stayed in the shadows. And then, by some surprise, a capture of Joel Andem was arranged. The era of Joel Andem didn't end with some heroic random police chase or police shootout. Not from where I sat, not from where I now sit. His capture was arranged as far as I'm concerned, from information, from what I know and what I saw. He didn't just fall into the police hands, he was handed over by politicians. And the instructions that came with him was simple and very visual or unusual in Jamaica. Do not kill him. Make sure you don't kill him. In a country where a gunman shot in an alleged shootout is almost a template headline, this particular capture was different though. Controlled, managed, clean. You have to ask yourself, why was this one man so important? I asked myself that as a police officer back then, and I'm still asking myself so now. Why was Joel Andem so important? Who did he have connections to? What stories died with his silence? And what stories would have spilled if he'd talked too much? That's not conspiracy talk. That's a lived reality in a system where street crime and high-level influence dance together in the dark. The monsters created. So let us put it all together. A good woman, Silvia Edwards, known and respected in the Hunts Bay police circle at Waltham Park, kidnapped and murdered. A ransom job where her brother walks in with money while the Hunts Bay team watches, and it's obvious the men only came for cash, not to return her. A shallow grave in the hills. Where we pulled her out naked, shot in the head. A climate where witnesses get killed, sending a national message. Talk or die. A notorious gang leader, Joel Andem, whose name grows larger with every rumor and everybody, until he became a symbol of terror. A capture arranged with political fingerprints in the background, so vivid that the naked eyes could see it. And a special order, don't kill this one. And then we ask, who really killed Silvia Edwards? Who planned it? Who benefited from it? The easiest story is, my viewers and my subscribers, Joel Andem did it, right? He did it. Yes, he did it. But in my eyes, from then and now, from where I stood then and stand now, Andem was just the trigger. The real problem is the hand behind Andem's trigger finger. The mind that designed it, the money that financed it, the power that protected some people and sacrificed others. That's what I mean when I say Joel Andem, the monster created. Because monsters like him don't pop up out of nowhere. You don't just flick your finger and them come. They are manufactured with poverty, with political games, with corruption, and with a national culture of shut your mouth and mind your own business. And if you look at it, what was the true cost? The kidnapping and murder of Silvia Edwards. It's not just an old case file. For me, it's the image of her brother standing at the ransom job hoping for a miracle. The feeling in my stomach when I realized they never planned to bring her back. The weight in my chest as we dug her out of a shallow grave. The knowledge that a decent woman, a tower in her community, was used as a stepping stone in the rise of a man the country would later call monster. And until today, there are questions that have never been answered for me. There are questions that still linger in my head like smoke. Who gave the order? Who really benefited? How many people knew more than they said and kept quiet? That's the real cost of silence. We don't just lose witnesses. We don't just lose cases. We lose people like Silvia. We grow men like Andem. And we teach the next generation that evil is powerful and good people are disposable. Guess Miss Edwards was. And all the questions that I have been asking myself over the years from this kidnapping and murder having still not been answered. I am ex-detective Corporal Evan Blake. I was there as a cop. I carried this one with me. And if you are watching this, remember, whenever we stay silent about what we know is wrong, we are not avoiding trouble. We might be helping to create the next monster everyone will pretend they never saw coming. We might be the one to create the next Joel Andem. Silence creates room for evil. Silence creates room for criminality to excel in any society. Open your mouth. Stop being silent.